Hello, Leo. This is your reading. Okay. Leo, 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 Leo. Leo, 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 Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay. Let's clear the energy really quick. Okay. So, Leo, just before your reading, I saw like flashlights. Like you would see kids with flashlights or something. Maybe going to a beach and looking for like turtles at night. So that may be a sign for you, but also just like flashlights or something about the lighting at night where you live, and maybe like the lights go out at night or something, or you want to change something about the lighting, or there's some kind of flickering, something about light, and that's like something that is on your mind. And then also turtles, sea turtles. Sea turtles represent divine feminine energy. They go back to the beach that they are born on to lay their eggs. So some of you may have been taking a trip lately. You have felt called to go back somewhere that you used to go, visiting people that you used to be around, that you've known for a long time. And maybe there's some disconnections that you've had from people, but you needed those disconnections in order for you to grow. Because like if you would have remained close with those people, you wouldn't have gone out and did the things that you've done. You would have just stayed and hung out with those people every day, And so Spirit had to kind of put rifts between you and people. Okay, first card out, Hermit. There's something that you have healed within yourself. There's ways that you have grown within yourself that surpassed, it feels like, what you came here to do, what you were meant to do for something. It's like you went and you did like above the grade is what it feels like. Also, we're now in Virgo season. And so there's something about this time of year. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo as well. You have a transformation and a connection with someone. They could be a Virgo now. They could be a Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. Don't hold too tightly to the signs. But there is something here about, for some of you, when is this love going to get better? Or when is my person going to show up? Like, let's do this already. You know what I mean? There's just a little bit of energy of, yeah, I've been waiting for this friendship to transform into more, and it hasn't happened. And I'm kind of like, it's like when you give up on it, that's when it happens. And it's kind of like the most annoying message ever. 8 of Wands. It's kind of like this answer that you have been seeking, it's not the answer that you want, so you walk away from it. But the walking away is what you're supposed to do, and that's why Spirit gave you that answer. So there you go. You have the 10 of Pentacles and you have the 7 of Wands. So it's really like, you're like, okay, 8 of Wands is like this message from the universe, right? And then it's like with the 4 of Swords, it's like you're praying for this answer and you don't get the answer that you want. This person is not satisfied with these 7 Pentacles. They're like, wait a minute, whoa. I thought this was going to be better than this. I put a lot of time into this. I think I'm going somewhere else. Kind of like, well, this person knows where I'm at if they want to like make a move, and like, Spirit, could you give me some kind of answer? And it's not really happening. And so you're like, fine then. I will just go and put my energy into massing my fortune, into building my own legacy here. That has nothing to do with this. Like with the Death card, I also get this energy of, and the Hermit, it's like, you have healed yourself to a point where it's like, I don't need a connection to come in, because the Two of Cups can also be you and your higher self. So it's like, I have gone within here and I have done this transformation that I needed to do. And so now I'm at this place where it's like, I'm good. I'm good no matter what. It's kind of like you're giving me this energy of like, I'm good, Like I know what it is that I want. I know my manifestation abilities. Look at this. Look at this. I have the lovers here. So it's like you're really in alignment at this time. That's what that's confirmation of. You're so in alignment at this time and you're just enjoying your life. And it's like, yeah, there's things that you want to have come here that are not here yet. And that's a little bit frustrating. But at the same time, it's like, I know I'm good. I know that I'm abundant at this time. I know that this connection is coming in when it's supposed to. So I'm just going to enjoy this time because there must be something, some way that I can grow or some way that I can make this time so enjoyable. And my life already is so enjoyable. It's like you're just kind of like in this battle of I'm okay where I'm at. And this other person here that is coming in, there is something about how they're going to help you be successful. Now this is what this is talking about, something else. The person that's coming in that's going to help you be successful. Now, some of you, this could be a relationship that you're in. This relationship that you're in, this person, they just fill your cup in a way where really it doesn't feel like they fill your cup. You fill your own cup. And they appreciate that about you. So they just show you, it feels like the same amount of appreciation that you show to them. And that just gives you this last pentacle here. And then, you have the 9 of Pentacles and this 1 pentacle, which is the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like this person coming in here could be a Taurus, doesn't have to be. They help you in a way, make things more official. I don't know that they actually help you in the doing of anything, or it's like you could own a bakery and they don't know anything about baking and they don't help you with the baking, but they're just like, you're so amazing. They give you those little compliments, those little boosts of energy and of unconditional love, and your business like crazy soars. Or whatever it is that you're like crafting, it's like you have somebody that builds you up, but not in a fake way. Look at this. The Ace of Pentacles will not go away with the Strength card now. They see things in you that you see in other people, but other people are not giving back to you. And you cut a lot of people out and yada, yada, yada. But finally you found someone that gives as much as you give, So, and that's what's leading into you. If you're single, you're not going to be single for long. These cards keep coming out. That's not happening for long. If you've had to be strong for a long, long time and waiting for this financial opportunity for some sort of an increase here, it's here. The celebration is here. And you know what? We have a pumpkin on the corner of this card here. So this is like fall, when I feel like it's going to be sooner that you're going to see the results of this. But especially, when you start to see, which I already seen pumpkins out. Which is kind of like, Leo season's over. So yeah, get out the pumpkins. Get out the Halloween decorations. I'm ready, But it's like, I feel like there's a little bit of a disappointment because you're like, a lot of people would feel left out in the cold with what I've been through in my life. And at this point in my life where I'm at, a lot of people would be like, doing this, And I didn't do that. I said, you know what? I've conquered so much. Now what? Now what can I conquer? I looked at it as the glass half full, and, I sought out more. I expanded. I didn't resist expansion and go back to talking about all of these disappointments and all of my weaknesses and all my shortcomings. I didn't do that, I brought myself back from the dead here. And you did. But it's kind of like you're kind of at a point now where it's like, Hello? Spirit, are you seeing this? Like, is this, like, I don't want to hear about waiting anymore. This is how I feel right now. I don't want to hear about waiting anymore. I don't want to hear about healing anymore. I don't want to hear about go meditate. Ugh, hello. I'm there. I'm doing it. It's like this person, the Leos that this reading is for, it's like, where's this commitment? Where is this commitment at? Because, I haven't been sulking in this energy. I could be in this energy. I could go to this energy, Got a lot of reasons, but I'm not going there. I'm not, you haven't been doing that. You've been in alignment. You really have. And through the different battles and through different things that Spirit is throwing at you, through the different heartaches here on your journey here, you really said, I'm not going to sit here and think about every wrong that every person has done to me. It's very tempting, to go back there and to talk about that because everybody I'm around is kind of talking about that. But really, I don't want to keep manifesting from that place anymore. And I see how that's what they're doing. So instead, I'm just going to kind of move forward, and then the star. This is where you have this wish fulfillment coming in. You may have an Aquarius that is trying to manifest all backwards here with this. I feel like an Aquarius person is trying to compare themselves to you in a way, or these times that the two of you have had. It doesn't have to be an Aquarius, but there is definitely a person that you have distanced yourself from because they took, they didn't learn the lessons from their life necessarily. They just kind of kept repeating the same mistake, and they would say different things, and it's like a very manipulative kind of energy here. And I feel like something is going to happen in this person in their life that is supposed to happen that, is a disappointment. It is something that they're going to have to battle through. I just feel like there's going to be a couple of people, somebody could be in your family as well, could be a Sagittarius, doesn't have to be, that, stuff's going to go down for them. It's not going to be too good for them. Their day-to-day is going to, feels like, go down, and it's just like, for some of them, it can be very sudden, and I just feel like, it's not your job to fix everything. With this Page of Swords, it's like you learned how to fix yourself. And there's people that maybe want to play the card of, you've always been my favorite cousin, or my favorite child, or my best friend, or, there's something here about somebody is trying to, play at your good nature here. And, they kind of really want you to bail them out here. And I really feel like there is a difficult decision that you have to make, where you have to say, this person, I'm not saying anything against helping anyone if that's what you feel is the right thing to do. It just feels like that's something that is going to come up, may come up with a couple of different people in your life. And just in general, it feels like an overall theme with your thought pattern. If you're thinking about how these things are going for people, how this is going for people, and then it's like, oh, I spent a half hour like thinking in my mind about how this person's life is going, when it's like, I should be focusing that energy on my life. You're starting to do that now, and you're starting to engage when you can help and when you're all good. Yeah, I will. But if you can't, then don't. It's kind of like, and I don't want to like bring up things with this, there is a toxic way to give, like there are times where, countries have gotten involved in other countries' wars, and they made it worse, like a lot worse. And they didn't have the, they didn't have the dog in the fight enough, they could pull out, and they did. And they left the situation worse than if they would have just backed off, So even if you have good intentions sometimes, you need to know what you're getting involved in. Because I feel like there are some people that, you just help, and then you just constantly have to help. It's the energy of, and even if it's just like, well, I don't have to celebrate my life that much. I shouldn't be planning a trip to go here, to go there, to enjoy my life when these other people are struggling. The magician is manipulative energy. Just saying. So there's nothing wrong with helping people, but the energetic state that you're in matters, and if you're like, I feel good about this, I can do this, you feel like you're connected with spirit at the time and it's the right thing to do moving forward, it's something that you're wanting to do, then yeah. But this feels like something where you're like, I don't want to do this. And I don't feel like it's you feel like it's not your responsibility. And it's like, it isn't. Every single person on this planet has their own internal guidance system. They have their own angels and ancestors. They have source. They have God. They have people helping them. They have their own alignment that they can get to. And sometimes, not every time, I'm not saying no one on the planet should help anybody else. No. But sometimes when you help people, you keep them in a space that's not good. It's like, and the type of help also matters. If you're teaching someone how to fish, that's a beautiful thing, right? Because now they're never going to go hungry again. They can fish for themselves and they can eat every day. Versus every day you got to make somebody food and give it to them there's a point where you got to say, okay, you have legs, get up, I heard this place is hiring, come on. Let's go get you in there, and that's just like an example, but it's like, and if they don't want to do it, then, you can kind of back off. That just seems to be like a big thing right now. It's like a final thing here before the universe blesses you, it almost feels like. Are you just going to give all your money not to help other people? It's not about that. Helping people that won't help themselves. Very different. That's what it is. Very different, Like there's some charities that are great causes that are, focused on empowering people. And there's some that, did you do your research? Do you even know if the money is going to, what it says it is? It's very that kind of energy. So if you have a feeling in your gut, like, I don't think I should help someone, Spirit doesn't want you to feel guilty about that. There's a reason. There is a reason why. Okay. I feel like a person, especially in your family, might try to guilt trip you, and it's like they were very actively aware of the decisions they made. There's people that you had to cut out of your life, and they're very actively aware of the things that they did. So, yeah, Queen of Cups. Yeah, Queen of Cups is not taking action. You notice these pebbles at her feet? So if she was to stand up right now, if you've ever gone to a beach with these kinds of pebbles, it sucks. It really does. You try to stand up and you try to walk. Even I had shoes on, but my shoes were like flip-flops. I didn't know the stone situation I was getting into, and it's all unlevel, and it's these huge rocks, and some of them are kind of like pointy and stuff, and so your feet are kind of slipping and sliding, and it hurts. It really hurts, even when you're like actively looking and planning each step that you are taking going forward. What a pain. So it's almost like if you try to help, if you try to take some kind of action, it's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you. How are you going to know? Because look at her looking at this cup, she's like depressed. Look at this. She is just staring at that cup, staring at that cup, staring at that cup. So if you're not feeling, this joy of life, don't act. Don't act, because you'll end up doing more harm than good for you and for others. This is where we want to be. This is like, what is this person carrying with them? Very little. What company do they have? A dog. you know, they have enough to feed this dog. That's about it, and themselves. You know, so Spirit wants you to pay attention to that at this time. That, like, this is about you right now. This is about you putting your energy towards yourself. There is an ending to this person that you used to be. And for a lot of you, I'm feeling like it's a humanitarian, but overgiving. You know, you don't want to overgive. And now that you have pulled back on that, you have a new opportunity coming in for you. Some sort of a new achievement here that you're able to have. And I feel like it's something that you've been working on for quite some time here. Something that you're doing in a different way than the way that you have done it before, because you have this Two of Wands here. So they're reassessing. You know, the King of Pentacles is like, this is the way things have always been done, and this is how we do them. And the Two of Wands person is like, got it. But if you did this instead, then this and this and this would happen. And then, you know, it would create more abundance. It would expand things. It would change things. It would allow for this, this, and this, you know. So it's like, that's kind of what you've been doing here. And this time here that it has taken to see something happen here, it's like, it's because Spirit has blocked, because there has been things that people and things that you had to walk away from, because you had to like reawaken yourself to realize that it's not your job to save the planet. You know, it's your job to save yourself. You know what Gandhi is saying when he says, what does he say? It's a famous quote about happiness. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Oh, is it Dalai Lama? I have it on my wall. I'm going to hate myself for not knowing that. I think it's Gandhi. I'm pretty sure it's Gandhi. What he's actually saying is, you know, there is a connection within you. That's a very loose translation, but the actual translation of what this paragraph of what he said, which is on my wall, I wish I had it over here, but, you know, there's a connection within each one of us, and this connection is to this entire universe, this earth, all the planets, everything, you know. And when you change within your being, it actually changes the outside world as well. When you are full of unconditional love, you're not just bettering your own life and the people that you talk to around you. The whole planet is better. The whole planet is vibing at this place of unconditional love. So you're changing this, going out there, yang energy, fixing everything physically to within. And you're watching how naturally the outside is responding, because, you know, the nature of everything around you is now responding to you as well. You know, and they're learning to do that within themselves. This is how this universe expands. This is how abundance is created. This is how new opportunities like just keep flowing to you everywhere it is that you go. You know, this is what you have realized within you. Now within you, you are partnering with this universe here. And right before it gets really good, I feel like some people are going to try to come in and see if they can pull their old tricks again, you know, and they may have brushed up their tricks a little bit, you know, they may be going, you know, it's like one last stitch effort to do this to you here. There's a person here who has never forgotten you. They never put down the burden of them letting you go. And they are watching you, man. They are watching you. And I feel like they can tell that, you know, energetically that you're like on the rise here. And they don't want it. They do not want you to be single. They want you to be with them. You know, they are praying for this connection to come back together here. But it just feels like all they ever did was, you know, it was just this endless sea of holding back energy and, you know, playing all of these games and moving on to something else. And, so you were like, okay, fine. Then you moved away from them. It feels like this could be a King of Cups. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You also have this here. Okay, this is Pisces. So there's no communication, and they are, this is how they're feeling right now, because they want to come towards you, but it's like, they don't know how to move forward here. But it's like you're over here and you're enlightened. You're enlightened at this time, and you're taking this time to reconnect with people that you want to reconnect with, and you're taking this time to reconnect with yourself, with your own inner child, and you're receiving gifts from the universe. And it's like you're over here like, because I feel like when this was maybe going to be something back here, you were pretty stressed about it, but you decided to pull your energy. They weren't giving back to you, so you pulled away. And, Spirit's like, yeah, good job. Good for you. Because now there is this mystery of, are we going to get to this day where this is going to come forward? This person wants to move forward, but they're wrestling back and forth because they're nervous about what your response is going to be, But it's like you definitely have this person under a spell here. But I don't think that you think that this is done. You think that this is done. You're like, okay, well, clearly this is done now. So, yeah. Okay. You're just like, yeah, it's done. Didn't work out. I don't know why. I don't know. It's kind of like this energy of, there was signs. There were signs from the universe. And you're usually like right about this kind of stuff, Like you just knew it in a way that you didn't know before. That this ship was here, that this was coming together here. And then they just pulled away. And you're like, oh. It's like this energy of, well, maybe I slipped up. I'm never wrong. It's like you kind of know that they're watching you and they're miserable because of what they did. But at the same time, it's like, what do you want me to do? You need to be the person to come to me now. Because I need somebody who has that within them. You need someone who has that within them. This is the Sun. This is your card. This is the Queen of Swords. You see things clearly now. And this is a cooperation card, collaborating, creating something, creating a life. It's like you're at a place now where you're like, I want someone I can create a life with. And I don't have to do anything to go get that. I can just create this clarity within my own being, shine my own light, and that person, we're just going to be drawn together. That's just going to happen. And, I really thought it was going to be this person, but I don't know, maybe they're really stupid or something. Like, whatever. But they're coming. They're coming. Could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. They had to balance out their own emotions. That's what's happening here. And then they're going to come in slowly but surely. It feels like they want to rush in. You may have another person that wants to rush in and has feelings for you. Could be a Virgo. Could be a Virgo that wants to rush in. Or a Capricorn, an earth sign, wants to rush in, but and there's signs for this person too. I feel like you might have a decision to make here. You're going to have a decision to make about, who do you want to come forward with here? Who do you want to collaborate with? Because I don't know, there's a part of you that's like, well, this person has this going on. This person, I think, has this going on. And like, here I am. I'm the Empress, And I want somebody that's going to match. Male or female, doesn't matter, right? And I feel like there's somebody coming in that's going to match, that's going to have communication. That I feel like you think it's done with you and this person. As far as, I don't think it's not, you don't want this person to come in. No. I'm thinking you would like for this person to come in, but you don't think that they will. That's what I think. Or you have a choice between two. Because look at this here. That's a choice. That's a choice that you have here. What is it gonna be for you? So for some of you, you already know because you're kind of talking to someone already. You already have somebody else that you feel like you had to walk away from because they weren't coming forward, But regardless of this here, your main focus is on yourself at this time and on what it is that you're crafting here on this journey. It's like you're doing something that is so meaningful to you and you just love doing it so much, and it's divine timing. It's divine timing for sudden celebration for something that you've been working really, really, really hard at. So it's unexpected. Yeah, you don't see it coming. And I feel like it's been quite a long time that you have had to wait here for this to come in. But definitely it feels like you will see gains and increases, and then a huge one by Libra season, by Capricorn season. It's like it keeps building and building. But I feel for a lot of you, it comes sooner. It comes more Virgo season here. So, wow. Okay. Someone that you think decided to walk away, they want to come back in during Virgo season. It could be a Virgo that you think is thinking about walking away or that already walked away. No. This could be a Cancer person where they had a difficult past, you had a difficult past, and it was just will they, won't they, pulling back and forth between you and this person. This person could have moved away as well. It could have been a Virgo that had to move away for some particular reason. Yeah, look at the Six of Swords. They moved away to get some sort of mental clarity. Or there's just taking some time out from the regular day-to-day things that they have been doing. You have the Queen of Pentacles here because they needed to get things in order. The Queen of Pentacles, she will enjoy things, but when everything is in order, when everything is right, she is the mother of all of the queens. So it's like, if somebody's not feeling well, she's staying home and she's going to nurse them to health. So this could also be somebody else that this person, had to help in their family. Yeah, I feel like they may have had burdens where they have someone in their family that is, kind of all over the place with finances. And this person had to help them in some way. And, they kind of had a bunch of other things that they were taking care of. So now it's like they're coming back when in Virgo season, Magician is the other Virgo card, to offer this love, to come rushing in with communication, because now things had to get in order. And I don't even know that the things that had to be in order were for them. Could have been a friend that they had to help out that was going through some emotional turmoil as a parent, or with the mother of their kids, or with their own parents, or there was things for other people that they had to take care of. Maybe somebody had some mental difficulties that they were facing, that this person was there for them. But now that is kind of over here with as far as balancing with Temperance, those other energies, now this person is ready to come forward here. Because, they really have made this transformation and they see you as this Empress here, and they want to have this victory moving forward with you. And there's nothing you need to do about it. You don't need to do anything about it. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. because you have some really beautiful things coming towards you, some really beautiful new things coming towards you that you deserve. A lot of abundance at this time, and it's sudden. It's sudden abundance at this time, something you've been working at for quite some time. Now is the time. So don't be hard on yourself if this person is more successful, or there's a little bit of comparing yourself to other people. You are not comparable. You're not comparable to other people. There's things that you can do that other people can't bring to the table, and you have that clarity now. You know how to give yourself love instead of giving your love to everybody else. And now in your journey, you're able to focus on the things that you need to focus on and assess what needs to be assessed for you to create the wealth that you need to create here. It was able for you to get the security that you needed to co-create here. That's what needed to happen. Co-creation with the universe, something that you've been dreaming on and praying on for a long time, comes into existence here with this. You're making these choices here. You're making good choices at this time with what it is that you're dreaming about, with what it is that you're thinking about, with how you're asking the universe for guidance to manifest at this time. Wow. Okay. You know, this love, this person that's coming in, this next person that's coming in, it's a big thing. This is a person that this is your person. This is who you've been waiting for. You could have past lives together for sure. This is someone that sees every day as a gift, every moment of, how can I make this better? How can I make this more fun? How can we enjoy, I feel like this person, you could go to the DMV with this person and they're so happy. You know what I mean? They're the person that when you go to a gathering of people, they're playing with the kids. Dogs just love them. Animals just love them. They're a very balanced person. And they could have so many horrible things that happen in their childhood, but they only talk about the good ones. This person gives me the energy of like Adam Sandler. I don't know why I'm thinking of this. This may mean something to you, may not. Adam Sandler had a teacher that he was in acting school. I don't know where or how or what, but his teacher literally took him out for a beer and was like, you don't have what it takes. You should pick another career. You can't make it as an actor. To Adam Sandler. And Adam Sandler didn't listen to this, obviously. He's a phenomenal actor and obviously very successful. He runs into this teacher out. And do you know what he says when he's introducing this teacher to like friends or whoever he was with? I don't know, maybe his wife. I think he has a wife. Anyways, he says, this is the only teacher that ever bought me a beer. That's what he took from it. So that's how this person is. If there's a little speck of goodness, they're going to hyper focus on that. And that is like the beauty of this commitment. And that is the beauty that you bring to so many other people, but you don't know how to bring it to your own life. And that is like the missing piece of this puzzle here that this person is going to bring into you. Looks like a really, really beautiful connection that you have coming in. A lot of wonderful, abundant things coming in for you. Okay, let's see a chart. You got a little frog. Oh, it's a frog. Frogs represent true love, of course. True love, absolutely true love. And something that you think is like over and done, and then unexpectedly, because in all these stories, the girl just kisses the frog, and what do you know? He happens to be the perfect guy for her. Wow. Male or female, doesn't matter, but it's just like, somebody that you think is like not even interested, not even gonna work out with this person. I don't know. And they just, but it's like the frog only hops forward, they don't go back. So there's nothing that you need to do to make this connection. This person is going to come towards you, and they're green. That represents, the heart chakra. You have healed your heart chakra, and you walk around this earth with unconditional love. And unconditional love is the frequency that is coming towards you. So any person that coming towards you is going to have that unconditional love. You're going to see the signs and synchronicities that this universe is bringing them to you. And they're bringing them to you because at this time, you are in a place of alignment, and you are at a place where you're attracting miracles, and spirit wants you to believe in them. So, yowza. Okay. We have these little rackets, the tennis rackets. So, I'm really getting generational thing. I always see old people playing tennis. So this could have to do with like generations before you, generations after you. I don't know. You're a person, or this could be a person that's coming in. No one in their family ever went to college, or no one in their family ever, was happy. They were always miserable, or, found a great love, or there's something that you're doing that is, you're breaking generational curses here. And also, this is a love where I feel like when it begins, you may put a little bit out there and see that it comes back. And then you put a little more out there, and then you see that that little more comes back. And it doesn't always have to be like, I gave this much, so you have to give exactly that much back. You know what I mean? But there's a flow to things, and it's even, you know? So that's something that I feel like you're going to see. This person is going to be your match, and it's going to be a good game that you're playing, as well. Like, just as witty as you are, they are as well. It's like, well, impressive, or whatever sort of characteristic that will impress you. There's something about them matching that, but in an exciting way, in a fun way where you can play back and forth with one another. So this is really beautiful. Thank you so much, and I hope we see you next time.